I just spent the 7th day visiting my father, who has COVID-19, in the hospital, where he's been on oxygen this entire time. I'm a vaccinated family member, so I'm allowed to visit him, which is different from the first time this stuff all happened. And I think it's important to discuss what the hell is going on right now. This resurgence of COVID-19, the Delta variant, is insane. And those who have not gotten the virus the first time around are just as susceptible this time, and it's getting them. You have 4.5 days to go and get antivirals so that this doesn't become the monster it is, that you either fight at home or you fight in the hospital. And if you're not going to get vaccinated, go get a pulse oxygen meter and a forehead thermometer, and maybe some of those rapid tests. I don't know, or understand that you can get tested same day by scheduling an app, multiple drugstores for free, and you can get the PCR test that takes 2 to 3 days to get results back, or you can get the ID Now 24-hour test, or sometimes faster, and they're both very reliable. But if you test positive, you need to go to the hospital. This isn't something that you fight at home. This isn't a chest cold. This isn't the time to beat your chest and run around in some sort of train caravan saying that this thing isn't real, because it is. And my father, one of the strongest people I know my entire life, is fighting for his life. He didn't have to. He could have known the risks and the symptoms, or he could have gotten vaccinated. And getting vaccinated could have 100% been the key to this. And then if you're thinking side effects, we don't know all the side effects of the vaccine, but we surely know a ton of the side effects to COVID-19 and the effect it's having on people's lungs and shortness of breath and oxygen and all of the COVID brain and all of the aspects that are impacting people today. And if you're thinking, does the vaccine work or the PPE work? I've just spent 7 days, a minimum of 4 hours a day, with my father in his room that had high ventilation. It's 70 decibels in there. You can't even think how loud it is. You can't watch TV if you're the patient, because you have oxygen being shoved up your nose and your tear ducts are dry and your mouth is dry and your eyes burn, and all you want to do is lay there. I did the ID Now 24-hour test on Sunday, and on Monday I did a PCR test to see what my Pfizer vaccine from May has done to help me, and both tests came back negative. So the vaccine works. We don't have to be in this situation. But you want to know one thing about the vaccine? As we're fighting all these unknowns, there is one unknown that isn't for my father right now, where his family is. Because his family is right next to him fighting because they got the vaccine. And they're able to sit next to him and put ice packs on him. And I've touched him and I've hugged him and I've helped him in all kinds of situations that I didn't think I'd need to be in right now, but I was able to do it because I have a vaccine and I wore the proper PPE. So this COVID-19 Delta variant is a monster. And conspiracy theories are for cowards. You want to be a coward that's not able to help your family when they're in the hospital? Or do you want to stand up and have their back and help them in that fight? Because at the end of the day, if there is some side effect, I've far exceeded whatever it could have been by being by my father's side, regardless of how this outcome goes. And this is day number 7 of a minimum 2, 3, 4 week situation. Go out and get vaccinated. If you're not going to go out and get vaccinated, get a pulse oxygen meter and some earplugs for the deafening sound and some sunglasses for how the light will burn your eyes as you're sitting there. You're not going to be relaxing, and they're going to put you on Xanax and morphine and all of these anxiety drugs, and your stomach's going to hurt and you're not going to want to eat. And you should know the absolute aspect of the other end of this, the known situation, instead of arguing the unknown situation. I'm Brock Yorty. I'm a Pfizer vaccine alum. I would have taken Moderna or Johnson & Johnson. I was lucky enough, being in the hometown of Kalamazoo, to be able to get the Pfizer. They're all good. They're all safe. The antivirals are good if you can get to them before it's too late. Thanks.